Hey there. So hopefully this video is going to alleviate some anxiety about traveling to Hawaii. We just got back from Maui, the island of Maui, and it was not a bad process. So how about we could just jump right into it? I'm going to log out of this. This is the Hawaii Safe Travels website. Let's see if I can focus in a little better on that website. You want to go here and create your initial account. I'm going to log out. You're going to come in here and just click on create an account. Once you do that, I'm just going to log in. Once you create the account, you're going to go to your trips right here. And at this point, hopefully you've already booked your flight and you know your flight information, flight number, airline, all that kind of good stuff. My flights are already in here, but you can just click on add trip and it'll go down the line here of your arrival date, all of this information. Now, go ahead and do all of this and fill it out once your trip is done. You won't come back into this website till 3 days before you travel. Once you do, once you get to that point at 3 days, you will have to have your COVID test done, and through Kaiser it looks like this. You'll want to print this and then also do a PDF of it, but it's going to have your let me see if I can focus in here, your member name, date of birth, gender, and all of that kind of good stuff, and it'll also have your name up here. Once you get this paper, you'll want to again print it and hold it with you and carry it with you, and also do a PDF upload, and I'll show you where to upload that on the site as well. So let's go back to home. Once your trip is uploaded, you put all the pertinent information here, you get your COVID test, then we're going to focus back in on the website and come over here to documents, okay? Hopefully your COVID test came out negative, and if you don't have your COVID test right before you travel, we got a little stressed out because they messed up on my wife's paperwork, and we got it like 24 hours right before our plane took off, and then we were able to upload it and all worked out fine. But don't panic. You can still get on the plane. You'll just have to quarantine until you do get the documentation. But you click on documents, then click on upload file. You're going to select your trip. The trip that you added will be in here, and I can just click on this one where we left on 11/6, and then traveler details. Your account's already been set up, so just put in your name. The document type for this is going to be the COVID test result, and then provider was Kaiser, so we're just gonna go to the K's until I find Kaiser Permanente, and click on Kaiser, and then choose the file, and then you upload it. Best to do this from the desktop. It's pretty difficult if you're going to be using an iOS device, unless you're pretty savvy at saving PDFs to your iOS device. I wouldn't recommend trying to do this all from your mobile phone. Once you've got that done and you've uploaded that, you will then have to come back and do the health questionnaire 24 hours before your flight. Okay, so you come over here to the health questionnaire 24 hours before your flight, and again, you're going to select your trip. Now, when I did this, I had a nonstop flight. They then canceled my nonstop flight, and this was on Hawaiian Airlines, and then did a new one, but I had a stop off in Honolulu. Now, what they didn't tell me that I had to do, going back here, was that you're going to need a QR code that will be sent to you once you've inputted this information. But if you're doing 2 stops, which is what happened to me, I stopped in Honolulu and then to Maui, you're gonna have to fill out information and get a QR code for Honolulu, and then come in here and do, you're gonna have to come back into trips and add that second leg coming into Maui. So we left out of San Diego. This was our first trip, and we ended up in Honolulu, and then from Honolulu we ended up in Kahului. So we came in here and had to add the trip, because you got to have 2 QR codes once you land in Honolulu and then once again in Maui. And you're going to need to present, again, this paperwork and show them the information that you have. I would recommend screenshotting your QR code into your phone and save it into pictures. Okay, so again, upload your trips right away. And then once you get your COVID test, come into documents and upload it here. And then you'll do the health questionnaire 24 hours before your flight. Again, the daily check-ins is only if you didn't get your documentation in time or you tested positive and you had to be quarantined the whole time you were in there. You'll have to check in and let them know you're not leaving your room. They're pretty strict about that. And then wear a mask, obviously, the whole time you're there. Hopefully this has helped you out somewhat. If you have any questions, just go to getting, what is it right here? This is a chart, and this is, let me give you the website here. You go there and it will give you a flow chart to coming into Hawaii. Okay, so there's all of that, and it tells you from each step. It's kind of a neat little flow chart. You can go to Hawaii COVID-19.com, and that's the site. And then you just come over here and you click on the flow chart. Quick reference chart is what they call it here, and it will bring up this flow chart for you. So no need to panic. It's pretty easy. Hopefully this has helped you guys again, and have fun in Hawaii. Okay, take care.